seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. Leo.
On first down, Bradley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3. 25, check 25, check 25. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set. 60 outlaw. Check, watch 54. Watch 54. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Haywood.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Right back to him on first down.
I got you, boy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a completion to Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, Wahoo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Look at me. Score. Hey, Delta. On the ball now.
They'll set up the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready.
He's got him in. Complete. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 82 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Rams' 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 38. We should mention to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On third down, it's Bradley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
We got 3, we got 3, folks, we got 3. Stand. You draw quarter. Fight.
On second down, it's Bradley, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talked about the need for them to Establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. Bradley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, stand off. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Bean. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Down. 18 Gator.
You get
X3. 218 Chopper.
You get blocked.
Out. Hey, Alpha.
Watch that.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man.
That's how we do, D.
In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Graham. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second time, defense, let's go. Kill. Check it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Bradley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Steele. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
30 base. 61, matchbox, lights. Bang, 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 bang. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 2nd down and inches. Wilson's got it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, ready. 10 logo.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety.
Hard, hard.
Tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist, watch twist. 36, 36.
Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bradley. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And taken right on the 30. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
They run the counter. Bradley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Yeah, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down. It's Bradley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready? Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man, I got you.
54 is Mike. Get it.
2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
54 Mike.
Watch QB draw. Pilot, 64, weak. Check, Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Steele. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He don't want none. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. His 1st career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
You got nothing.
Check. Topper.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Pick up the ball. Check.
On first down, Bradley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
60 or 6-6, pull it high. Back. Shoot.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Steelers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The setup to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's trash. Kill. Turn it up.
You draw Corkers.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Check 55. Check 55 to Mike. Check. Mike.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now.
2nd and 4. And Woods has it complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50.
80 weapon. Get it.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
59. I'm coming for you. You mine.
5. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read.
Mike to 59. Come on, D.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do it.